Hello, I'm here to show you the latest rockabilly 1950s pinup girl look. I already started with my base, which is a cover girl. It is aqua smooth, classic ivory with SPF 15. Because I don't have a whole lot of time, so I was just trying to get my base covered before we go into the actual doing of the makeup. What's really nice about the cover up is that it is a liquid form, but it's also kind of like a mousse form. So it goes on a little bit thicker if you need a lot more concealing than most cover ups do. So we'll start with our eyes, which I always start with doing my upper eyebrows, going into the middle, and then filling in the insides here. And my eyebrows I always do last, along with my eyeliner and my mascara. So we'll just start with an eyeshadow, but I promise we'll get it done. So I'm going to start with a very light, almost pearl-like eyeshadow. I'm going to take it, I'm going to start about 1/4 of a way into my eyebrow and work it in. Slight blending inwards. That's really going to highlight the upper arch. If you don't like the surprised look to your eyebrows, like someone just like walked into your surprise birthday party, then go with something a little bit darker, more skin tone, but I use a white because I really like my eyes to pop. Now for my middle brow, I'm going to use like a gold coppery color. It seems really dark on the camera, but I promise it's not that dark. I'm going to start where my creases, right here. Alright. Blending is very important. I've had this brush probably like for 4 years. I got it at Kmart. It's like one of the best brushes I've gotten. And it's Angel and Dome eyeshadow brush. It was like $10. Blending. Wonderful. Alright, now I'm going to use the thinner end of the brush, and I'm going to take a lighter color, and I'm going to bring it from the insides of my eye to about halfway out. I'm just going to give it a slight highlight right in here. You have to take into consideration the shape of your eyes and your face when you do makeup, because highlighting like I'm doing right now doesn't work for some people. Some people really like their eyes to look more drawn in. Okay. So now I have my basic eyeshadows. The 1950s were very natural in the sense they used very warm colors, and they did like a slight shimmer, but nothing too over the top. Okay, so now I'm using ELF liquid eyeliner. And the way I like to do my eyeliner is I start outside and I work my way in halfway, and then I take it in and work my way out. Come get something to drink, baby. Okay, so as you can tell, I make my lines incredibly thick. I do that for a reason. So when I look into the camera, kind of gives it a sexy opening cat eye look. She okay? She's just really tired. I'm into the other eye. Choose my spot, anchor, and pull. Okay, so maybe it's a little more like 3/4 of the way than half. But if you try to pull all the way through, some people can. But if you try to pull all the way through, you're looking at more correction than not. So just take it as far as you can. Don't be afraid to add a little if you need to. Wonderful. So now I'm going to do my eyebrows. The one thing that I think makes a pinup girl separate from any other model is the eyebrow shape. I use Wet n Wild dark brown because I have really dark hair and it goes on really smooth, really easy for me. Pinup girls usually have extremely high arches, based in between half and 3/4 of the way into your eye, depending on. My arch naturally is about right here. And what I tend to do when I do my makeup like this, and I do get my eyebrows waxed, very thin for this reason. Pinup girls' eyebrows tend to start really, really thick. Some. And go, when you hit your arch point, you don't want to make it too pointed. Some girls like it very pointed. I think it looks slightly more natural if you don't, and thin it out. Now the other eyebrow. I also anchor my arm when I'm doing my eyebrows because then my hand's not as shaky. And it takes light strokes. People make the mistake of taking the eyebrow pencil and like stabbing it into their eyebrow and dragging it across. You don't want to look like they freshly got tattooed. You want them to look clean and neat and somewhat natural. Again, always alter it to your specific needs. And just to finish up, a little bit of mascara. Show you the eyeshadow all of this. A little bit down here. Don't want to overdo it. A little bit of shadowing on the bottoms never hurts either. You really want to open your eyes up. I'm going to take a little bit of blush. I like to mix my pink powder with a little bit of basic powder, skin tone, so that way it blends better. You really want to find the accent where your cheek is. Helps if you kind of pull the skin a little bit. A little bit of lipstick. Again, go for more of a natural color. Or if you're going for a night out, get a nice hot red. Where's the tissue?